Bengals. You got to trade AJ Green. You have to. I know that Zach Taylor is saying that they're not going to trade him. I know that Green wants to be a career Bengal, like say Larry Fitzgerald of the Cardinals. He's been with them 17 years, all in Arizona. Green said he's going to be ready for anything at the deadline. If he gets traded, he's going to be the same guy. If he stays in Cincinnati, he's going to be the same guy. I understand that. But I still believe that the Bengals should make a move and try to deal A.J. Green. Number one, he had a good first 5 years in Cincinnati, 2011 through 2015, the 5 straight years the Bengals made the playoffs. AJ had a good run. He was one of the best receivers in the league during that span. But since 2016, the last 4 years, he's been ravaged by injury. He's unavailable most of the time. Like every year now, like the last 4 years, he's missed like half the season with some sort of injury. Mostly foot and toe related injuries, but you get what I mean. He's injured a lot, and if I'm AJ Green, why would I waste my career away playing for Mike Brown and the Cincinnati Bengals? Like that's just the way I look at it. This is an organization that's only like they haven't won a playoff game since 1990. They've only been to the playoffs 7 times since 1990, and they're 0-7 in all 7 of those playoff games. In your time with the Bengals, you were 0-5 in the playoffs. All of them were wild card losses. So, if I'm AJ Green, I wouldn't put up with the agony and frustration of playing for a team like this and an organization like this. Being as futile as they have in the playoffs. Coming up short again and again in the playoffs like they have. Because honestly, AJ Green, like you're not going to win anything in Cincinnati. If the Patriots or the Saints, if they showed interest in me and wanted to trade for me, like I would happily accept the trade. Like I would get out of Cincinnati, I would go to New Orleans or New England or whoever offered me. Like they had, like I heard that the Patriots and Saints were interested in AJ Green. Like I heard that, but AJ Green, if I were you, I would accept a trade one of those places and I would get out of there because you're not going to win anything in Cincinnati. You're not going to win anything with Andy Dalton as your quarterback, and you're not going to win anything, especially with Mike Brown as an owner. So, if you're, I'm just being blunt. If you're playing in Cincinnati, you're just wasting your time there because you're never going to win anything with the Bengals. Like the Bengals, it's been proven that you're not going to win anything there. So I would definitely try to get out of there. I know that Zach Taylor is saying that they're not going to deal him, but that's just my opinion. Look at the history of the Bengals. They've only they're 5-14 all time in playoff games. They went to 2 Super Bowls in the 80s, but lost both of them. They haven't won a playoff game since the 1990 season. And they've only been to 7 playoff games since 1990, and they've lost all 7 of them. That just proves the incompetence of Mike Brown as an owner, the incompetence of this team the last almost 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just a useless enterprise to keep playing for the Bengals and keep hoping for something good to happen when you dang well know that nothing good is going to happen playing for this team because of how futile they've been in their history. It's just that simple, So, AJ Green, I'd say he'll probably end up being a Hall of Famer. He's one of the best receivers in Bengals history, bar none. He only needs 1,800 some yards to surpass Chad Johnson as the Bengals all-time leading receiver. He's well on his way to doing that. But if I was in his shoes, that wouldn't matter to me. I would want to get out of Cincinnati, and I would want to go to a team, an organization that wants to win and that has a chance of winning because right now the Bengals have no chance of winning, and they're not going to do anything with Mike Brown as their owner. It's just that simple. So, AJ Green, you need to get out of Cincinnati. you need to accept a trade to New England or New Orleans if they offer you a deal, because I mean, I respect what you've done for the Bengals. I respect how great of a receiver you've been. Like AJ Green, like he'll always be one of my favorite Bengals. Always. But I mean, time is the last 8 or so years have proven that. I mean, you're just not going to win anything here. I mean, it's just that simple. So, Bengals, you do need to trade AJ Green and try to get some promising youth out of him, or a draft pick or something like that, because the AJ Green experiment, like the Andy Dalton experiment, I mean, good quarterback and receiver combo, don't get me wrong, but like y'all just aren't going to win anything here until Mike Brown is gone. The Bengals will not win anything until he sells the team. So it's just that simple. AJ, great player. Don't get me wrong. I would miss you definitely, but you need to accept a trade if somebody offers you a deal. It's just that simple.